with a nice comeback, and Parker Bone with a big tournament. He was 8.
And moving on, at number 9 was Ricky Ward, one of the 3 rookies of the years in the top 24. Bob Markowitz from San Diego, and Scott Devers coming back from back surgery.
A long way back for him. Veteran Hall of Famer Wayne Webb with a 12th place finish this week. Kirk Von Kruger had a couple of 300 games. He was 13th, and Bob Belmont with a nice performance this week.
In 15th place, Dennis Jakes making his comeback. Dave Arnold we saw earlier in the year, and Joe Salvemini with a new baby.
That's right. Dave Watka from Las Vegas, number 18. Dennis Horan from San Diego was 19th, and Rick Steelsmith still on the comeback trail, 20th this week.
And in 21st, Ryan Schaefer, another former Rookie of the Year. Bob Learn Jr., who just lost a good friend. And the great Brian Voss in the Hall of Fame earlier this year.
That's right, Brian, our defending champion, coming up next week. Dave Hustad, who won just a few weeks ago on ESPN, rounding out the top 24. George Branham III was our alternate here this week.
And we're having a good time here going through the top 24. And Denny earlier had a chance to talk to the president of the Hilton Hotels. Very interesting interview.
Would look even better with $27,000 worth of chips inside, don't you think?
Winner of this match is going to have a good chance to have that.
One player as relaxed as you could get, and the other one, I think, right now, looking for some oxygen.
Yeah, he's heartbeat's up there. He's trying to get a deep breath, calm himself down. Walter Ray, on the other hand, Adam made a good move. He's going to make him finish on that right lane.
Out of the gate comes old Deadeye with his strike on the left-hand lane.
Adam looked very good in practice. He threw a lot of strikes, seemed to have a good line to the pocket. He's got a very nice game.
Very simple, straightforward type of a game.
Soft
the
speed.
Outside and a nice strike to start the match.
Yeah, nice soft speed there. The ball makes a nice reaction back to the pocket.
You mentioned reaction. As we watched him in practice, he had a great reaction the whole period, the whole practice period.
I thought he did too. It's a matter of execution for him right now.
And I guess if you're going to try and win your first title, you might as well go up against Walter Ray to start.
Why not?
Find out how good you are, right?
Maybe the left lane's tighter on the left side too.
Possibly.
The 3-6-7, a makeable split. He loses no count. Going against a player like Walter Ray, he needs to go all out for this. And he wants to hit the 3-pin on the right and slide it over into the 7. Goes at it straight. He went all out for it. Gave it, made sure if he was going to miss it, that ball would be on the right of the 3-pin.
Give it a try if at all possible. See if Walter Ray takes advantage of Adam's misfortune.
So that's 2 opponents in a row that have opened in either the first or second frame.
That's trouble against him.
Oh, what a break. That hooked and stopped and tripped the 4.
He's really kind of flirting with disaster on that right-hand lane, isn't he?
He's still fishing on that right lane all the way through. As we watch it go over about the 4th board, it hooks now. It looks like it's going high, and it kind of stops, and the 2-pin nudges out the 4, Billy Hardwick style. Just wired on that lane. I'll tell you what, don't give him a chance on that lane.
Confidence grows on 29. Now let's see if Adam Apo can regroup and come back with a double here.
Well, he's down 34 pins before he can sneeze.
It's not necessarily the way to get your arm swing loose. Nice shot, though, on the right-hand lane.
He swung that one more, and he made it back.
Now let's see what kind of adjustment he makes here on the left-hand lane.
Adam Apo, 5-step player, short steps. He doesn't go all the way to the back. Pushes it out, kind of creeps up on here now. Backswing gets up higher than I thought. Almost over his head. We can see right up here. Now watch him drive through into the slide. He's on balance all the way through and very square as he hits the line and gets a double this time.
Light hit, so he is still in the process of adjusting and finding full pocket on lane 29.
I think it's the ability to make 2 quality shots in a row. It looked like Walter Ray moved another board left. adjustment, huh?
A feel for a pair of lanes at the professional level. You must have it if you're going to have success.
He moved the extra board left with his feet. Now he's still aiming for right around the 4th board. He spots just in front of the arrows, Dan, about 2 or 3 feet in front of the arrows. I'll tell you what, he's wired on both lanes. You know, we've already had one.
Oh, a beautiful shot on lane 29. Walter Ray with a 5-bagger.
Make it look easy, don't they, Denny?
Well, let's face it. The players averaged almost 250 on this pair of lanes. To a certain degree,
there must be
favorable
a reaction out there, huh?
Yeah, I'm going to say, old Mike Durbin could go out there right now and maybe pepper the pocket a little bit.
We won't go that far.
You're right. Let me back off. No, all kidding aside, obviously, there's some room out there to play with, but you still have to make the shots, choose the right equipment. John Mazza warming up right now, the top seed. Mazza leading this tournament by nearly 400 pins. What must he be thinking now? Those righties have a pretty good shot.
Yeah, right. Trying for 4 in a row and gets it. Not out of this match.
Fans getting their money's worth in this one. Strikes all around here on the championship round pair.
Walter, every time he strikes on this right lane, it's almost like another one is chalked up because we know he's going to throw it well over in the left lane.
That's about as deep and flush as you're going to get ever in the championship
I mean,
round.
he is so wired on both lanes right now.
I wonder if as Butch walked away, he said something like, well, okay, Walter, I got one. Why don't you get one?
Walter again. Over the first arrow, just flush city. Did you see how late the 6-pin fell over there? It was an interesting reaction.
A blistering strike. This has been the... Here are the 2 lanes here on 29. He's labeled at every shot. Couldn't squeeze the 10 out of there, and the fans were on the edge of their seats. They were hoping to see PBA history. 2 perfect games in 1 championship round.
And Mark Gerbrich sighs a breath of relief right now.
Yeah, Commissioner Mike Connor was saying, listen, Mark, I gave you 10,000. I got to give you 10 more. Gerbrich likes to spend the cash. Walter Ray, the string stopped at 6. We'll be back with the conclusion of the semifinal and the Hilton Hotels Classic right after this. Poe down 33 pins right now. Could cut into the lead with a strike here.
Swung it. Oh, comes back flush.
Pretty gutsy performance.
1 bad shot. Full penalty. Watch how far he swings this ball out here. This one kind of almost teeters out to that first board. Back flush. Big shot now. He cut this match down to in the teens.
Interesting story, of course. Team USA head coach Fred Borden coached Adam at one time when he was on the team and said, this guy was so easygoing. Once in a while, I had to try and get him back on task. He's a very loose, free, aggressive player, and here he comes charging right back into the match.
But see, now he's beginning to believe that he can win. We watch it come up. Comes up there dead flush, knocks out that 7-pin. His reaction, running it out. Back live.
Walter Ray says, I'll answer shot for shot if that's what it takes for me to get to the title match.
Well, I'll tell you what, as good as he's bowled and everything else, Walter better strike on this shot right now or he could be in big trouble.
How could you start with the first 6, get a 10-pin, throw a strike, and be in big trouble?
Because the other guy can bowl 266 if he takes it out the sheet, then. If he doesn't strike here, he can't get that much.
Good point. Says, I missed it the last time, but I'll get it this time around.
Well, the task for Adam is simple. Strike. He's got to have this one in the 9th to give himself any kind of opportunity for the 10th frame. Will it hit it? No. A little light on the fingers. I mean, the ball hit light too, but he just didn't have the cleanest release as he'd had before on that shot. Got a lot of pins bouncing around there. You watch him. The head pin goes everywhere. That 4-pin slides off around the 7. 7 and 10 is up there, and the head pin almost comes over and gets the 7.
Head pin deflected just enough not to get the message handled. And so Adam now finds himself in a desperate situation.
Yeah, real desperate. He could strike out for 245, and he has to hope that something bad happens to Walter Ray. A big split.
Well, he's really bowled a remarkable game.
One ball out of the 1-2 pocket, and he had to get a split with that. If he'd got a spare, he lost 14 pins there. You know, he'd had 20-40 instead of 18-26.
Second time in the championship round, qualified for the top 5 in the PBA National.
Still has a chance if he can strike here. Well, that about ended any chance right there.
Adam Apo now will settle into third. Old Deadeye has a meeting with Mr. Mazza for the title.
Finishes off with a flurry, converting the 1-3-7. Goes hard and straight at these, Denny. Plays him from the other side of the lane. Did the same thing with the 3-6-7. Converts it easily. Walter got that overreaction. I'm telling you, if Adam would have struck out, he'd have won the match.
Oh, man, right? Get it in the dry and it hooks.
Get it in the dry and it hooks. What he's saying there is it's drier right of 3.
Let me ask you this. With the match in hand, was he looking for something there on that lane, Michael, or what? I mean, trying perhaps a little different shot?
I don't think so, Dan. I think he wanted to finish strong, you know, but he'll take the victory, though.
I think you're absolutely right. Back with championship frame. And we've got some exciting frames to show you. Walter Ray and Mazza coming up next here from Reno, Nevada.